Alrighty, everyone, we are getting ready to write, so you should have finished all of your documents at this point. Alright, so grab your getting ready to write paper, and we have our three buckets, so body paragraph 1, 2, and 3. Body paragraph 1 is going to be about the big five, so you can find info on the big five in document A, B, C, and F. Then body paragraph 2 is about the middle five, so that's A, B, and D, and the little guys, body paragraph 3, A, B, and E. So that's where you can find that information. All right, so let's look at our thesis statement, how we're going to write that. So, for example, could be, should students jump in a bounce house after lunch? Why or why not? And your thesis could read, students should not jump in a bounce house after lunch because students get injured, students might throw up, students might be late to class. So then I'm going to take that and I'm going to put that in sentence form. Students should not jump in a bounce house after lunchtime because students will get injured. Students will throw up their lunch. And finally, students will be late to class. So there you go. That's a thesis statement. Let's look at our example. So from that rewritten question, maybe yours says something like this. In each of the three budget clusters, the U.S. government should make adjustments in the way it's distributing money. And then on the line, you'd write your changes for the big five, middle five, and the little guys. And then that should be your thesis statement. If you are done with your thesis statement, come on up to me, check it on in, and then you're ready to start your outline. All right, outline. You have your grabber. Should be something interesting about the preamble or related to economics and the preamble. Do not start with wow or did you know, please. Background. At least two sentences mention 5 goals of the preamble. Maybe you can say what those goals mean to you. Then restating the question with the key term defined. So basically, you copy what you wrote for background essay question number 3. And then you put in your thesis statement. So you turn your chicken foot into a sentence. All right, so then you have your 3 body paragraphs. You have your baby thesis. So start a sample starter for the second paragraph. In the big 5 cluster, we should. And this says you can use the first person. So then you go to evidence, you cite your facts. It's going to be mostly numbers. And make sure you cite your source. And then you have your argument. You write what you want to raise or cut and write how that change meets the goal of the preamble. For example, we should cut spending on cotton candy by $8.8 billion because it would promote the general welfare by taking junk food away from us. Then you need to explain why that'd be good. Conclusion. It's going to be an although statement or something like that. One reason why doing the opposite of what you recommend might be right. If you want to cut spending on something, talk about a good reason to increase its spending. If you want to spend more somewhere, talk about why you might cut it. And then you got a convincing restatement of the main idea. We need to make the following changes to the federal government, and you put in your baby thesis 1, 2, and 3.